Well, first of all, thanks for being here, guys. I didn't want to do this last night until we kind of knew who we were playing. And obviously, the NIT is a little bit later show than the NCAA. I think it's important. It was important to me when our team got back together on Friday for practice, that they understood that I wasn't disappointed in them. I was really disappointed for them and our fans. Um, I think maybe after the loss, you blow a little bit, and I felt like they probably felt like I was disappointed in them, and I wasn't. I was disappointed for them because I think our players have given us everything this year, to us and our fans, and more, and I'm proud of them, and they're just a really good group of guys, and I love coaching them, and like I said in my statement last night, I really believe they've reinvigorated our fan base, and I think people are excited. We're excited about our team. Now I can understand one loss in March Madness. March Madness can be it can be exhilarating and it can be cruel. And the perfect example is our loss to Boston College and Virginia Tech running through the tournament and winning the tournament. It's March Madness or March Sadness, and we understood all those things. Going into the tournament, we knew how important the AC tournament was, and we know how important it was for our fans and for us to win it. We felt like we had a good shot to win it. And we knew how important it was for ramifications later on when it came to, playing in the ACC or the NCAA tournament. And so, we knew all those things. And, I knew at the beginning of the season, guys, that we were going to have to win a lot of games to get in the tournament and the right games. Okay. I mean, first thing was I knew we couldn't have any bad losses in the non-conference, right? And we did it. We took advantage of that. And I knew once we got into league play, we'd have to take advantage of all the quad one, quad two opportunities that we had. Now, I'll tell you this. I never imagined that winning 10 non-league games, being 10-1 and no bad losses, and then winning 13 ACC games would not be enough to get in the tourney. And I'll tell you why. Because if you base it on just go back last year to the ACC net rankings and base it on our schedule, we would have had 6 quad one wins just based on last year's net. Okay. You can't, I based our opportunities for quad one wins this year on our conference schedule. And if you go back the last 3 years in the ACC, just base it on what we finished on the net, where we finished in the net rankings on Selection Sunday, we would have had 10 quad one opportunities. We would have had 10 quad one opportunities the year before, and we'd had 10, and 12 based on the last 3 years. And we only got 4. Okay. That's where we got caught in the tournament this year was we didn't have enough quad one wins. Okay. But if you look, and a lot of it was because we won some games, obviously, that were typically quad one wins that were not in our league, and that cost us. And so that doesn't surprise me, when as you start to look at how do you put teams in and out of the tournament, they're going to look at whatever they want to look at, and obviously for us, it was the lack of, quad one wins. It was a long 4 days. I ain't gonna lie to you, heading up to Selection Sunday. It was tough on everyone in our program, to watch our NCAA tournament hopes and dreams slip away. But we did practice Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we had great intensity and purpose. And I'm sure we will today at 3:00. We're honored, to be the number 2 seed in the tournament, and we're excited to play against Towson, a really good Towson team, on Wednesday at 7. One of the things that kept us probably in the conversation was our improvement in the net and our improvement in KenPom. And, I looked it up last night. We were 189 last year in the net. We were 48 this year. That was a plus 141. KenPom, we were 175 last year. We're 37 this year, plus 138. And then our offensive efficiency went from 191 in the country to 34. and our defensive efficiency went from 169 to 58. So I think those things kept us in the conversation because we did have a good basketball team.